Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another video where we are going to be looking at, or going to be doing the review of the Neca Predator Jungle Disguise Dutch figure from obviously the iconic, one of my favourite films, Predator, the first one, and yeah, Jungle Disguise Dutch, who is the main hero in Predator, played by obviously my favourite action star Arnold Schwarzenegger. And this is the Jungle Disguise version, where obviously it's towards the end of the film, where he gets in a camouflage disguise and takes on the Predator in the last final battle. I got this on eBay for 20, I think it's 25, I'm not too sure. Because these came up previously. The Neca, the original ones, are like 200 quid, are really, really expensive. And these come up, said to be knockoffs, but they're very, very good knockoffs if they are. I'm still trying to figure out whether they are genuine or whether they are knockoffs. I think they're just knockoffs, but really, really good quality knockoff ones. But yeah, they are cheap on eBay, so certainly better prices than not 200. Most people, me myself included, are never going to get these figures at 200. They're just too expensive. So yeah, it's good that everyone can pick these up now for around 25 to 30 pounds. So that's pretty good. Uh, you know, hopefully we get more figures that are worth that. So there's the side. Predator, and there's Dutch. Then his jungle disguise, and then he couldn't see me. He couldn't see me when he says that, because that scene where he falls and ends up in the water. Then he ends up getting camouflaged, and then sees he couldn't see me. But then, because he doesn't say it when he's actually in the jungle disguise, he says it when he falls in the water, and then he ends up when a predator can't see him. But then he realizes that if he camouflages, that he can't see him. But yeah, there he is there. And there's a few, because this is the 30th anniversary issue, but this was obviously years and years ago when this was out. When it was the 30th anniversary, I think it's like now almost coming up to 40 years. I think next year is going to be the 40th anniversary of Predator. I think it was 87, I believe it was. So it's almost like 40 years now. But this, when it was out, it was 30 years ago, 30th year anniversary. And there's the other versions that you can get in this line. And there's other versions of Predator. I've got the other Dutch Predator, the other Dutch version, and I wanted to get this as well because this looks really decent. But you can get Predator and obviously Predator cloak, but the other ones, and there's a brief description there. But yeah, really, really decent. And here we go. So there's the figure, and he's camouflage disguise, and it looks pretty decent. I know it's been out for years and years, but yeah, when they did it, they did a really, really good job, didn't they? They full on with the mud, so he's camouflaged, so the predator can't see him. So it's full on, isn't it? So they did a pretty good job in making him look like that. And as I said, yeah, for these being fakes, there's some pretty good fakes because the other Dutch figure that I got looks really, really good. And this looks, or maybe this doesn't look as good as the other one, but it looks kind of good. You can see that it is Arnie. He's got the hair there. Obviously, you can't see his facial. Well, you can see his facial features, but you can't see like detail because obviously he's caked in mud. But yeah, you can see his facial features coming through there, so you can clearly see it is Arnie. And it's a nice paint job on it to make it look like it is camouflage mud. And he's got a bit of blood on the mouth there, so it's kind of really, really good. Side view, and then the hair. yeah, so it's pretty nice. Yeah, really good. So for knockoffs, they are pretty decent. And then we've got the chest there with some uh, really good paint job and some nice detail there. Then on the arm, sorry about this not focusing. I think these cameras seem to have a mind of their own, where 1 minute they focus, 1 minute they don't. But yeah, some really good paint job and nice detail of the camouflage and him being painted or putting the mud on him. He's got a little satchel there. I think that's where he lights the end of his so-called self-made jungle torch, I'll call it. I pretty much think that is the light that he lights it, isn't it? He's got a little satchel there anyway, strapped to him. But yeah, some really good detail on there. Trousers, obviously they're army trousers, but he's put some mud camo on there as well. So yeah, that's pretty decent. Yeah, pretty nice. Pretty nice paint job. The articulation, I think, is pretty much the same as the other figure. I don't think there's anything much. I think, I think the only difference is the chest area. So the head goes side to side, up and down. I think I don't know if the other Dutch figure had that. I'll have to check. But on this, it's got another joint on the chest torso. It's a bit wild. It's a bit loose. So you can probably say that, although a decent knockoff, but a knockoff because it's quite loose, and I don't think the real figures are as loose as that. But yeah, it's really loose. But yeah, for some reason they did this with the extra joint on, because I'm pretty sure that the other Dutch figure doesn't have that. But this one has got the joint on it, which is it's very loose. What is on this one? But yeah, it has got that on there, so you can get some more movement on there. I don't see how you need that really, or whether anyone is going to sort of do that. I mean, you're not going to have him display sort of like that or anything like that. So I mean, I don't see the point to it. But they have got that on there anyway if you want to just mess around with it. Yeah, the arms go. I don't think they go outwards much, but they go up and down. There's a joint on the elbow, rotation on the hand. Legs go forward and backwards. I don't think they go outwards. There's kind of sort of a restriction there. Again, I don't want to damage the figure by trying to push it out too much. But I'll say it goes up and down, forward and back. There's a joint on the knee. Don't think there's anything on the foot. It does go left to right, I think. A little bit, not much. Yeah, but the articulation is okay, but on this it's just, because it is a knockoff, it's kind of loose there. Let's look at the accessories now. Obviously, the accessories when he takes on the Predator at the end, when he sort of makes all his stuff up from parts of the jungle, trees and stuff. Then he makes his self-made jungle torch, I'll call it. And then obviously it's like a piece of wood or branch or something, and then he just sets the end of it on fire. So they've got the fire going on there. Looks pretty nice. Then he's got his self-made spear. That's kind of sort of like a Zulu type thing, where it's part of a piece of wood or something, and then he's put the blade, which I think the end of his knife, that he's, I think he breaks the end of his knife and puts that on there. It kind of looks like that it was one of his knives, because he would have had to make that out of something, wouldn't he? So I'm guessing he's put that, the end of his knife, pulled that, broke that off and then stuck that on the end of there. But he has that, doesn't he, when he throws it? I believe there's a scene where he throws it at the Predator and he injures him. So they've got that. Then you've got the one where I think again I don't know if he shoots that at the Predator. I can't remember, but he shoots a few things. I'm not sure if that's one of the things he shoots or if that one something that he throws. I don't know if he throws more than one thing or two. I can't remember exactly. I should know because I've seen it so many times. I may have to re-watch that scene again to see what he uses. But yeah, I don't know if that's something that he throws or it's something he shoots. But anyway, there's another thing there. There is this that I remember. I think this is the one that he shoots. There's one that he shoots and it explodes when he fires it from his bow. There's one that he explodes because he puts the one of his bombs, the bit that's inside the bomb that explodes, and he puts that at the end of one of the arrows, ties it off, and then he fires it and it explodes when he fires it. So that's one of those. And then you get 3 arrows, just straightforward arrows that he's made up to go with the bow, which he's obviously made himself, part of the branches or wood or however he's made that, and it's pretty good. It's kind of like how he has it in the movie, so he's made himself made it bow. I did try and see if it did fire. It sort of doesn't really fire, but it's, you can sort of set it up so it sort of kind of looks like he's going to fire. I was kind of seeing if he'd actually get it into a position where he could sort of look like he was firing. It's probably something that's going to be really, really tricky to do, but you could sort of probably do that if he was. But yeah, kind of some good accessories going on. I think this, I'm probably going to have him on display, sort of holding his torch and that weapon there. You can sort of put it all together. As I said, it looks like his bow sort of goes across his chest, but I don't remember actually having the thing where he puts the bow across his chest. Yeah, as I said, I'm going to have to watch that scene again because there's certain things I remember him doing, but there's certain things I don't remember seeing. So I'll just want to see, just to refresh what you see, how you see him when he has all these bits, and then what he uses, just to refresh. But I believe he holds the torch. Now this other weapon I put in his hand before, but it's kind of loose. They did need to add another few different hands with this, because I noticed a few of the weapons are quite loose. The staff, well, that's fitting his hand there. It's really, really loose in that hand, so they needed to add a few extra hands so I could swap over, so I could hold some of these weapons better. But yeah, I'm kind of going to have him looking like that. So he's holding the spear and the torch, which I think he looks kind of best on there. But it seems to be that they've sort of loaded him up with everything there. He's got the bow across him, he's got both weapons in each hand, and he's got the bow and arrows strapped to him. But as I said, I'm trying to think if he has that in the movie or not. Yeah, I'll have to just re-look at that. But yeah, I'm kind of going to have him looking kind of like that, which I think he looks pretty decent. Yeah, it's kind of a good figure. Yeah, I think I'm going to give it, a 9 out of 10, I think. So I think it's decent. I can't fault it in any way, other than the fact that maybe, it is a knockoff and it's not 100%. But other than that, yeah, I really, really like the accessories, really, really good. And it's just sort of one of these figures that you can sort of really mess around with and have fun with, and have him displayed holding the bow, holding the staff, have him holding it where he's going to sort of look like he's firing it, and yeah, really sort of like mess around with it and get him into various different poses. But yeah, it's really, really good. So that's going to be it, guys. Hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more vids. And I'll see you guys next year. Take care of yourselves. Bye for now. See you soon. Thanks for watching.